Yo, Paulo, you there, bro? You got my mic on now.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
I had, we were smoking and shit. I had the mic on my
this one
controller.
over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30.
My shit, too. That's why I was mad that I played you 3. I'm like, bro, I only got 2 fucking slots on some real shit, low-key.
Looking to put a drive together.
Oh, see, I got 2. Yeah.
They begin with a run by Miller. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Shuck now to throw. Well, that's going to be incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Shuck. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the 1st down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
He's going to let this go deep. Back over the middle. Well, he exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. So they go with the empty set, and that's the risk you run right there. Nobody was there to protect.
Well, you know how most offenses have audibles, and they've changed plays when they see certain sets. A lot of defenses do the exact same thing. You go to an empty back set, they bring pressure, and boy, did it pay off in this case.
And he's all the way across the 50 before he's finally pushed out of bounds.
In just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively, move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense, then he can hit a big punt and change field position and help his defense. In this case, though, field position got flipped by the return team. You can do it so many different ways on special teams.
14 yards is the pickup. 1st down, New Orleans.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. They keep it with Miller on 1st down. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. To throw is Shuck. For left side, it's complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 12-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. They'll give it up the middle to Miller. Looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll run it again with Miller. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And it's caught. Touchdown, Saints. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 2. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
They're on 35-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger, 70 Lion.
On play action, they'll throw. That pass caught, it's Williams. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the 1st down. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Screen pass to Lindsey. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there. Those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Back to throw again. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Again, he'll drop to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And he is trying to get to the marker. Going to depend on his spot, but I'm not sure he got there, and he did not. Looking to put a drive together. A first down carry now for Miller. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for the Saints. First down.
On play action, Shuck. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. The Saints with the football here to begin quarter number 2. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. To throw now, Shuck. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Shuck. Now he's going to step up and run. And not enough on the throw that time as that one is incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Jack Fox out to punt here on fourth down. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Try to drop one in, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll look to throw. Into the hands of Williams across the formation. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So in Saints territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 37-yard line. They'll look to throw again. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
A run up the middle with Irving. And he stopped immediately there. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stopped that one down the line of scrimmage.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
Well, don't tell any defensive coordinator I played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams because defensively they stopped them short and forced the fourth down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot if that's what they want to do.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on fourth down. They'll set up to throw. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on fourth down. So this offense able to convert on fourth, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. And he hits it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Jamison Williams, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Buccaneers have regained the lead. The point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 5. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll throw. Here's Shuck. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 64 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it, as he gets wiped out on that one.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Miller going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Shuck will throw on 3rd and goal. He'll try and do this himself. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Tyler Shuck taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Saints have moved out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 2. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the ball.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And he gets this away. Look at this. This is a good one. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow. Out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
We're certainly not going to see a better punt than that. Definitely taking a chance, because if that thing clips the pylon, it comes out to the 20, but instead it goes out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So that last play gives them a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. Off the play fake. Here's Shuck. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 39. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing, Shuck. This ball complete to Trey Palmer. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
A gain of 14. First down, New Orleans.
Now they'll fake the jet sweep here and throw off play action. This throw caught right around the 6. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Saints are able to add on to that lead. Now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp, and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. But the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as the drive goes backward. And now the up man has it. It's a fake. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Inside handoff now, Miller. And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here at the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
No gain on the play.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
They'll look to throw here. That's taken in by Arroyo. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Elijah Arroyo as the first half is winding down. And the Saints are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do,
try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. There he goes right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, the way things have been going in this one, Charles, it was only a matter of time before this defense got involved and made a big play. And they do right there. Gosh, this lead is so large, CD, and we're only in the first half.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing that's so amazing about it. You mentioned this large lead. How's this their first takeaway in the game? And what a spectacular one it was. Adding to the lead, showing the true dominance, and you're exactly right. We're still in the first half.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Now we're going to get a timeout. Here's we've got an injured Buccaneer. Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. Second half begins with a run from Miller. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
On the counter, it's Miller. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll try to run for it with Miller. Fighting through, and he's got space. He may go. And he's going to wind up getting this all the way down to the Buccaneers' 13. 97 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Again, it's Miller. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Here's Shuck. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Shuck. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Bucs are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on the receiver. And it results in an incomplete pass.
2nd and 10. Back to throw now in his own end zone. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
From the end zone, Goff. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a 1st down. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They were maybe hoping for a little bit of a back shoulder fade there. That's a play that's been in vogue the last few years in all aspects of football. But they couldn't get the hook up there.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Saints are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47.
On play action, Shuck.
Here's Johnson with a reception. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Juwan Johnson,
52 yards.
And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the 1st half as well, and that's really unfortunate for them to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they come through on this play and get the series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started. And that would have been a 1st down. Instead, he saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive,
and now off to the races, down the right side. Inside the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Juwan Johnson, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Saints just continue to roll. The try here for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Saints 51, Buccaneers 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series. But what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going. It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener.
Let's go now. Cowboy 80. Ready?
Throwing. Hooker. He finds his man, complete. It's Robertson. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Here we go. Here we go.
Hooker's going to throw it. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. Well, still in the third quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out. They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Looking for his running back, and he's got it. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Well, he's been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Looking outside him, he's got a man. That's Robertson. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
Get it. Go.
Trying to throw again here. Hooker. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Ready, ready.
Now Hooker. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 21. A 3rd down conversion with a strong gain of 14.
go, Shaq. Ready.
Again, it's Hooker looking to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. From 21 yards away. And the Buccaneers are able to at least get one score back. Extra point right down the middle. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing?
Now Miller, he's had a big workload here tonight.
Antoine Winfield up from the secondary with a tackle.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense, rallying to the football, getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost getting into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner.
Got a man that's caught inside the 10.
Everything's been going right here in this one. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long, and they continue to take advantage.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10.
Shuck now to throw.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
It's second and goal, but now all the way back at the 14.
Now Shuck. Pass complete to Palmer.
That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a third and goal.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
They'll run here on third and goal, and he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Saints get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. But now if they wanted to, they could move the ball up to the 1 and go for 2.
Yeah, that's exactly right, because normally the ball's at the 2 when you go for 2. But if they want it now and force the penalty to the 1, but if they wanted to kick it, right, then they just move it up,
up to the 10.
Right, move it up to the 10 if they still wanted to kick it.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Prime Time.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
Got it. Ready?
Looking to put a drive together.
Warrior 70.
Looking to throw. Hooker.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones in a first down.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 19 tight, 19 tight. Ready?
Here's Hooker to throw it.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final play is developed.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Here we go. 76, Viking, 18. 65 catch, 65 catch. Riggs. Ready.
Here's Hooker. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
60 Eagles. Ready.
Hooker going to try and throw for it. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Emeka Egbuka from 10 yards out. And the Bucs get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
Cowboys, 7 Pirates. Check go.
Hooker going to try to throw for it. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion is good. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
They're all about the numbers.
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. From the 41, here's second down and 8. They'll try the left side. Atkins. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game.